The human eye is one of nature's most amazing mechanisms. Through a complex natural process, the eye converts light into electricity, capturing a visual image of the world outside. It is a process we often take for granted. Nearly 300,000 Americans lose their sight every year because of macular degeneration, a disease that causes deterioration in the eye's retina. But that may be about to change. Richard Taylor, a researcher at the University of Oregon's low-key nanotechnology lab, is developing an artificial retina that will allow those suffering from macular degeneration to regain their vision. Taylor based his design on natural patterns found in the human body, known as fractals.
Nature, not just out there makes use of these sorts of patterns, but in here, your body is built on these things. Your lung system is fractal and your blood system is fractal. The neurons in your brain, the nerves in the back of the retina, which are two really central parts of the visual system, are fractal. So what we're doing is building these artificial fractal interconnects that look exactly like the nerves, and we're going to grow those on the back of the chip so that the natural nerves in your eye actually graft onto these circuits far more better.
The Artificial Retina project has been in development over the last 10 years and has come a long way since its early conception.
The present sort of hope is if you put a chip into the back of someone's eye, they might, at best be able to see 50 pixels of information, which is actually enough to, for someone to walk through a door.
Taylor and his team are advancing in their research, but he says there are still major concerns with adapting the artificial retina to the organic matter in the eye.
The problem is that little chip has to connect to all of the nerves to send the message to the brain. And the nerves are not very good at that because, not surprisingly, they look at this chip and say, well, what's this chip doing in my eye?
There is also concern that the artificial retina will not work for those who have been blind for most of their life.
So if you took someone who, whose brain has evolved to purely have input from listening, and then suddenly one day you slip a chip in the back of their eye and it switches on and they've suddenly got all of this information coming at them, they just won't be able to deal with it.
While not yet fully developed, the artificial retina is part of a new future in preventative medicine, where medical technology is so small that it is indistinguishable by the human eye, and so sophisticated that it can almost perfectly mimic the functions of the human body, allowing doctors and scientists to do what they had only once dreamed of: